Today we go on a guided foraging tour in Washington and uncover hidden treasures of the spring season. We learn how to safely harvest some incredible wild edibles, including the notorious but nutritious stinging nettle. It's been 4 days since we got back from Norway. At the time I filmed this video. Definitely have some jet lag, but not too bad. Here's a tip when it comes to recovering from jet lag: go out and get your body moving. And today, that comes in the form of foraging nettles. Let's go! This tour by Forage Seattle greets us with Nettle Tea and Nettle Pesto Crostini, all prepared right before our eyes. Then, with harvesting bags in hand, we set off on an educational hunt with our guide Angela.
This is Siberian miner's lettuce. So this is super good in salads. It's a great microgreen. If you feel like it, you can just go ahead and take a nibble right now. It's awesome in salads. This is not a famine food. This would be like highly sought after.
The flavor has like waves. It's not like it all hits that same. The bitterness comes at the end, I feel like.
Yes, I would agree.
Osoberries! So you guys can see these white little flowers that are starting to grow and they dangle downwards. One of the very, very first berry plants to flower in the spring. One of the last ones to produce berries come the end of summer.
Turns out the young leaves of osoberry taste like cucumber. So you can pop them in water, let them infuse for a couple hours, and drink up.
It'll stick to you.
Yeah, it'll stick to you. Like
Whoa, yeah!
So sticky!
And now for the star of our foraging adventure, the infamous stinging nettle. When you touch stinging nettles barehanded, you can immediately feel sharp, stinging, or burning pain, which can last a couple hours. That painful sensation is caused by tiny hairs on the leaves and stems. Those tiny hairs inject irritating chemicals into your skin. However, with proper handling and preparation, stinging nettles can transform into a safe edible.
Harvest away, my friends.
We're gonna go a little bit off the path and cut it right under the second node.
Exactly. Yep.
You ever
And then it'll
harvested
grow
basil?
back with two.
Remember to wear proper gloves when harvesting stinging nettles. These ones are nice and thick. Also have a pair of scissors ready, or something like them. Cut right under the second node, about 4 to 6 inches down from the tip.
1, 2. Oh no, this is a short node. Should I do one more node, you think? Sure.
I love it.
All right, welcome to the living grocery shop. And I would like to learn some more about stinging nettles.
Like most things in life and foraging, timing is important with nettles. They can taste different at different stages of the season. They taste the best when they're young and tender, before they flower. They say stinging nettle has a significant source of vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin K. They can be used as a replacement for spinach, and earlier we ate it in pesto.
What's your favorite way to eat stinging nettles?
I love eating stinging nettles in pesto, so that then I can use it in pasta. I can use it on my scrambled eggs in the morning, the risotto, and my kids will even eat it.
So you enjoy it throughout the year?
Yeah, the whole year. Yeah, one and done. So I can just get my whole 5-gallon bucket full. 5 gallons?
All right, what else can we eat around here?
So this is licorice fern, and what you want to get is actually the root of this fern. You don't want to eat the stem. So I'll pass out some to everyone here. All right, so take a nodule and I'll show you how to clean it. It's going to be a little bit steep here, so watch your step as you guys are going down. I kind of recommend like sidestepping your way down. So wild watercress right here. So you can see it's got some good, nice, clean running water. That's what I like to see. And then you just take your scissors and while you're holding on to the top, and then grab it and go.
Ooh, careful!
We also learned about salmonberries. They kind of look like raspberries and generally taste tart. Their flavor can depend on ripeness and growing conditions. In early spring, salmonberry grow vibrant pink magenta flowers, which hummingbirds love. Now these flowers can be used to garnish desserts and such. Next, we learn how to prepare stinging nettles for safe consumption. Clean the leaves in a bowl of water. This helps remove bugs. Don't put too many leaves at once. Let each leaf get a satisfying rinse.
And here we've got our boiling water. So next step, take your nettles, in they go into the boiling water, and literally 30 seconds of this, and that's all you need. And so the nettles no longer are gonna sting you when you touch them or eat them.
Step 3. Give the blanched nettles an ice bath. This helps keep them bright green.
The whole point of putting it into the ice here is just to shock and lock in that green color. So once you've done the shocking, you want to squeeze out as much of that water as you can, because again, you're going to want to freeze it. The less water that's in there, the better off it'll be for retaining it. This is my hack. I'll put it into ice cube trays, press it down like that, stick it in the freezer. You can do that with a muffin tin. Once it's fully frozen, just pop them out, put them into a Ziploc bag, and then these are ready to go to add into pasta, risotto, your smoothies, whatever you want. It's ready to go.
It was a delightful foraging day, but this experience is not over yet. When we get home, we gotta prepare the nettles for consumption. The nettles, you don't have to process it on the day of. You can wait a couple days. When you go foraging for stinging nettles, we were told not to wear like leggings, and I was so afraid of getting stung by the nettles, so I wore 3 layers of pants. Thermals, sweats, and then my hiking pants. So I got hiking pants on the outside, actual sweatpants, and then thermals. And then we wore gloves and long sleeves. I'm proud to say I did not get stung. There was a lady who was foraging with us, and she told us her experience with stinging nettles. She didn't realize she was jogging through stinging nettles, and she was wearing like capris. Her like calves were exposed and brushed up on the nettle. She was in pain for hours, but at the end of the day, the pain subsided. Don't underestimate the power of stinging nettles. So life happened, and I forgot about the stinging nettles in the garage fridge. They seem to be completely dried out. And the bugs that are in it, they're past tense. My salmonberry with the flowers dried out. And this, I believe, was the wild watercress. Also dried out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys. So I'm reading online that drying nettles deactivate the stinging compounds. And I don't know if enough time has passed. These do look really dry. But since I'm still new to this, I will exercise caution. I shall wear my gloves before I touch them. And then on Reddit, I read that there are people who eat it raw if they fold it a certain way, which I will never ever do. Oh, I'm trying to take out just a few leaves, but they're all stuck together. Some of the thorns fell off. So I'm thinking to put them in boiling water and make a tea out of it. While the water heats up to a boil in the pot over there, I'm gonna prep these leaves. I'm going to remove the leaves off the stem so I can easily put those leaves in my teapot. I made this one. There's a little flower on the top, has a braided handle. It's a tiny teapot. Put like 6 leaves in there of varying sizes. I'm not certain if I put enough nettle leaves in there, but since it's my first time trying it on my own, there'll be plenty for tonight. All right, the water's boiling. Making sure all the leaves get wet. We'll let that steep for 5 to 10 minutes. All right, it's been like 8 minutes. Tastes natural. Definitely neutralized. No stinging, I'm alive. At the foraging event, when we tried Nettle Tea, we added other ingredients. I'm gonna add in some honey. I got this one as a Christmas gift from Hawaii. I'm gonna try it for the first time today. Looks kind of like a candle. Let's get just a little bit. We're gonna add some milk. Right now I have coconut milk, unsweetened. Boop. Just a dab. And some lemon juice. Definitely put a little too much lemon juice in that. Never had a tea that tasted like this. That's for sure. If you want to learn more about foraging, especially finding wild mushrooms in the wild, be sure to check out Forage Seattle. I went chanterelle and matsutake hunting with them last autumn. At that time, they were called Savor the Wild. They now go by the name Forage Seattle. They're all about empowering you with knowledge and confidence so that you could go forage on your own. If you're curious to check out their upcoming events, I put their website link in the description box. Hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.
Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Toodles, my noodles.
Little shrooms! Oyster mushroom sighting! One right here, one right there. Okay, so this is dead alderwood.
Recently in my pottery journey, I've made a bowl with Korean consonants on the exterior and a smaller version of my huge vase. After drying, they'll go on to the next step. For more artsy-fartsy updates, follow my visual arts Instagram @CreativeChillout. For food, travel, and everyday life, my main Instagram is @Miss Mina O.